and the Hangout is live. I do that every time.
Yep.
I think it's to tell you so you don't do anything. But I did it to Hannah the other day. So, and look, little pre-roll. All right, let's do this. All right. Thank you for joining us tonight for issue number 34 of the show, where it is our mission to collect news and reviews in a world of geek culture for you to enjoy. I'm Simon.
And I am Goody.
He is Goody. And for those of you who have caught on, our show has moved. We are now airing our episodes on, what is it? I mean, I can't even think of, Monday. Geez, we used to do it Thursdays, but now we are on Mondays. Sorry, we have been gone for a while. We've been trying to come up with some revamps and just deal with some new things coming up and out the pipe soon. But we're ready to go, and so are our top stories. And our first story. Okay. I loved this show.
I did too.
I hated the movie.
Yeah, the movie did suck.
But
it did have its highs and lows, I will say.
Yes, but more lows. But here we go. Starsky and Hutch, the TV series reboot from James Gunn, lands over at Amazon. I'm a little excited because I do have Amazon and I will be watching this show. It is a co-production between Sony and Amazon, and they are going to redo Starsky and Hutch. So I'm excited.
I'm purely excited that the Gunn trio is heading this for writing. So I think if someone else was going to do this, I think if James Gunn wasn't going to do this, this would really suck. I still have my reservations about it, but I'm all in.
Yes, I am too. You have Brian, Mark, and James. These guys basically gave us Guardians, and now they're going to give us some wise talking, street action, cop drama, buddy cop drama with a fantastic car. And
fantastic car.
I am looking forward to it. The original series aired on ABC from 75 to 79. And I loved it when it popped up in those reruns, or you could catch it over at Nick at Night and all that kind of stuff. But I'm ready. I'm ready for this. And to make it a series works for me too. And with being on Amazon, I'm thinking dirty and gritty.
Yeah, because they are calling this a continuation.
Continuation. Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Now,
so which means this is going to be a 70s show, right?
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that we get to see the sweater, and then just the bell bottoms. Just give me Starsky and Hutch.
Some great muscle cars.
Yes, absolutely. I was thinking, if they could do some cameos also, I think that would be kind of cool. But if they don't, who cares? I'm still all in. I am looking forward to this.
I'm always 50-50 on the cameos, because sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And when they don't, they're very cheesy, and for me, it ruins it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do a cameo, to make it look good.
Yes.
In my opinion, bring back one of the original cast, but make him the villain.
Yeah, make him the villain. Make him the chief.
Yeah,
make him something like that, or don't do any of that and do what Hitchcock does. He just walks through the screen. He's sitting on the bus. He's on a poster. Just something to just give us a little tease. Make us look for those Easter eggs.
Oh, he doesn't do anything anymore, Simon.
No, I guess not. Right? I guess not. So, but here we have these streaming services that are just now digging into new content and old content. I know we harp on the remakes and everything like that, but I harp on the cheesy remakes, and I don't think this will be a cheesy remake.
Well, it just seems like when they go after the remake, they try to make it over and above cheesy or funny, and it just doesn't work.
Yes. Yeah, it does. And speaking of something that doesn't work, news out of the Fox camp, the Simpsons camp, is that the Emmy-winning composer for The Simpsons has been fired. Alf Clausen, the composer for The Simpsons of 27 years, has been let go. He was, 23 Emmy nominations. He won 2. He's done 568 episodes worth of music. And to you, sir, I say you did a fantastic job, and I'm sorry to see you go.
You know, a fantastic job, but you know what? I'm okay with this. I'm just fine.
You want Elfman back, don't you?
Well, yeah, I kind of do, but well, see, Elfman will never leave because his theme will always remain.
True.
Which they've said. But in that part, Matt Groening has insisted on a 35-piece orchestra to do the music for this cartoon show. I kind of think it's a little over and above, so it's a little over the top. I like that. I like orchestra music. I love it. I like the big band type music, which is why, I've always had a huge love for Boingo since I was a kid, all the different instruments playing. But, I think it's coming down to cost.
Mm-hmm.
A guy like, I keep calling him Alf. It's kind of funny. I think, but, Alf just, I think a guy of his caliber, he's being underused for something like this. He's a great composer. He does great work. I don't think it's necessary for a show that's been on for 20 something years.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, exactly. I'm curious on what other stuff Alf has done, and I mean, every time I hear that name, I always think you got to hide your cat.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh my gosh. You'll never know what he composed. He was a composer for Alf, the TV show.
Oh my God.
So he's done The Simpsons, the Alf's TV series. He's done The Critic. He's done, let's see here, Moonlighting.
Oh, wow.
Police Story.
That was with Bruce Willis.
Yes, it was. It was a great show. Lots of older stuff, but it looks like he's got some things in pre-production. He worked in the music department for Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So most of his stuff has been The Simpsons and Alf.
And Alf.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure that they'll bring in somebody, if they haven't already, give us some still great music. That
it starts what? The new season starts October?
I think so.
Yeah. So they better hurry if they don't.
Yeah, they'll grab somebody in, and for whatever they've done already, get the composer in there, set the music for it, and launch it and get it up there. So, Alf, thanks for your work. We appreciate it. I say good luck to you, sir.
Great job, buddy.
Yep, absolutely. And let's move over. Well, let's swing over to our next story. Yeah, pun intended. It's kind of cheesy. I don't think I'll do that again. Spider-Man Homecoming. I think that would be great. They should just make that. The writers for Spider-Man Homecoming are coming back for the sequel. Let's see. I can't remember their names. Why can't I remember? Chris McKenna and Eric Sommers, I think is the way that you say it, are the two writers of Homecoming and are currently in negotiations, but I'm sure those negotiations will go just fine. I'm okay with this.
John Watts also returns too.
Oh, that's even better too. Yeah. Getting those three together works for me. I enjoyed Homecoming. I thought it was fun. It felt like Peter Parker. And if these guys already have a story in mind that they want to continue to tell the way the first one ended, bring it. Please bring it, because you start to see the Sinister Six. That's
yeah,
all I'm saying.
Yeah, you do. And really, the nice thing about this is that John Watts is going to help co-write, so he's going to have his hand in it. And everyone I know who's seen the movie has loved it. I haven't come across anyone who has downplayed it, has scoffed at it. I would say a good 90% of people that I have spoken with say it is the best Spider-Man movie yet.
Mm-hmm.
There are still a few holdouts that well, no, the first one was the best one. I don't necessarily agree. I don't think Tobey Maguire was that great. But that's just my opinion. But what this has done is it's been awesome. We saw it twice. Loved it both times. Yeah, so I don't think that there is a better Spider-Man movie yet. I think this tops it all.
Yeah, I think this was pretty good. I am looking forward to it. I want to see where they go. And you know what? I'm okay if they distance themselves from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but still have those just little bits and pieces that, talk about it. I don't need Tony Stark. I don't need that kind of stuff. Let the Spider-Man movie be Spider-Man.
I think they more than likely will do that. He's gonna, I think, separate himself from Stark. I think that was kind of apparent with the ending of the movie. And if you haven't seen it,
Whoops.
oh well, go see it. It's still in theaters, but yeah, I think they're gonna distance themselves from that. If not, I think it's gonna be something that's very minor, which is good.
Yes, it will be. Now, here's the other thing that I find interesting too, is that our two writers are also co-writing another upcoming Marvel Studios sequel, Ant-Man and the Wasp, which is in production right now.
Right.
So at least they can tie in a few things there, because if they're writing this and writing that, we can have some of that cross-pollination, and it doesn't have to be too heavy. So Spider-Man Homecoming 2 is supposed to hit theaters on July 5th, 2019.
I think it's funny you're talking about insects and we're talking about cross-pollination.
I know. And wasps and ants and spiders. Oh my. Works, right? That's what I'm saying. Just works. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's have these guys. I'm ready for it. But speaking of writing news, we're going to jump over to the DC side of things, and Joss Whedon is receiving screenplay credit for Justice League.
Which, let's be honest, I mean, I think we all kind of saw this coming. It's very unfortunate that Zack Snyder had to leave the film due to family issues, and I think everyone completely understood that. Very tragic. But when Josh kind of comes in, he doesn't really, not only will he take control, but he's going to do some reshoots, which they said they needed anyways. And I don't think I've ever been disappointed in anything that Josh has done, to be honest. Have you?
I don't think anything's really disappointed me. I never really got into the Buffy Angel stuff, but everything else that he has done, even his Shakespeare stuff that he did just one weekend with, all his buddies. I've liked everything he's pretty much done. And I like his writing of comics as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at, I can't really see anything that I would say is bad.
Yeah, no. And I think his best work is, of course, Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
Really?
Have you seen it?
Well, yeah.
No, I loved it. That was just a crack up during the writer's strike and everything. I mean, if you look at Joss Whedon's, background, I mean, we're talking Toy Story. He had a hand in that. he had Dr. Horrible, Serenity, of course, and Buffy, Firefly, and let's see. He did the screenplay for Titan AE, which I thought was a pretty decent animated film. He did
a lot of people actually did not like that, but it actually wasn't bad.
Yeah, Alien Resurrection.
Yeah.
Which was better than Alien 3. You know, I mean, let's see what else. He did some of the Parenthood TV show, which I thought was a good. I mean, he wrote for. I did not know this. He wrote for Roseanne, the TV show.
Yeah.
Had no clue. So everything that he does, it's pretty good. You know, I'm looking forward. I mean, he's doing the screenplay for Batgirl. So
yeah, which I'm looking forward to that one.
I am too. And he is oh wow, what is this? I haven't seen this. He has an untitled World War II horror project. Yeah. Interesting.
I can't find much about that, but he's only doing the screenplay for that.
Huh.
The only thing, horror. You know, looking at his entire list, the only thing that was of any disappointment was maybe Dollhouse.
Yeah, okay.
You know, yeah,
but it was kind of a hit and miss.
It started out strong though, but it ended really weak. But he was kind of just the creator though, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
He wrote some a handful of episodes. That's right.
But I also think it got the Fox treatment again, just like Firefly did.
Yeah, it was on late.
So it's kind of lame. But anyways, so he is getting some writing credits. He's getting directing credits. Does he save DC? Who knows? I don't think so, because I think Wonder Woman and Patty Jenkins has already done that. And we'll see this. I think we're going to see a much better film here with Whedon in control, other than Snyder. So I'm looking forward to it. Justice League hits the theaters November 10th of this year. Sounds like we might be heading to the theaters.
Oh, I would say so.
You were going to say something?
I would say so, yeah.
I would say so. Gotcha.
I'm
like, say something already. All right, so those are our top stories of the previous week that we wanted to talk about. If you have anything that you'd like to discuss, feel free to post those in the comment section. But right now, we're going to shift over and talk about things that we're watching. So what are you watching, Chad?
You know, I'm still watching John Oliver. He took 2 weeks off. Love the show. Still heavily into Ray Donovan. Started out really weird, but it kind of came into everything. But still liking the show. And of course, this past Sunday was the season's finale of Game of Thrones season 7.
Okay, and now that that's over, I'm gonna binge it.
Yeah, well, I think we're gonna go back and binge as well, just to watch it all. So
okay.
The wife loves it as well, which is nice.
That is nice. It's nice to sit down and watch something together.
I will say that, you know, taking shows aside, I did read something this week I thought that was very appropriate to mention.
Okay.
And that is one of our contributors. Actually, we have 2 contributors that work for us, Hannah Heath and Susanna, both write. One is published, self-published already. The other one is working on. Hannah Heath has self-published. If you have not seen or checked out Skies of Dripping Gold, please do. Excellent book. But this past week, I was allowed and really honored to be given Susanna's story. She sent it to me. She sent it to a lot of people for proofreading, see what they thought. I had a lot of positive feedback. And I'm going to be honest, I was blown away.
Really?
Really blown away, yeah. The story was fantastic. The plot was awesome. The design of the story was phenomenal, and that's what I really liked. I'm looking forward to her finishing this and really getting it self-published. And we will, of course, put a review up for it on the website so that everyone else can check it out. But do keep an eye out for Susanna Metzler. So keep an eye on Amazon, keep searching her name. I'm hoping she gets it out before the end of the year, Christmas time. So, but do check it out. I loved it. Thank you, Susanna, of course, for sending it over. And I told you several times throughout the process how much I loved it. So
right on.
Great.
That's cool. That's cool. I haven't had a much chance to read anything. However, I did just start Shogun.
Oh, nice.
That has been on my list forever, and I just started it yesterday. As far as what's reaching my eyeballs, I still watching Lost with the wife. I watched all of Glow, The Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, over on Netflix. Wow. I enjoyed it. It was very entertaining. I mean, it's based on the wrestling movement that the women came in and had done. I am also watching Ozark on Netflix. Holy cow, that is really good. If anybody is a fan of Breaking Bad, this fits right in there. And I just finished the first half of season 1 of The Tick over on Amazon. And I'm a little bummed that they've split it into 2 small seasons for 1 season. But, man, the cliffhanger was fun. That's all I got to say. It was fun. I love how it pokes fun at itself. I love that it's The Tick. It's not the cartoon. It's not the Patrick Warburton version. It's its own version, and I'm okay with that. But I am seriously looking forward to some of the characters that they're going to throw into this show, because The Tick has some fantastic, goofy characters. And it's entertaining. I enjoy it. There's a little tease that Arthur may be imagining The Tick, but of course that's not the truth. But very fun show. Only 6 episodes for the first half. I don't remember when the second half comes out, but I am looking forward to finishing it up. It stars oh my gosh, I can't remember what the guy's name is. Let me go look, because if you guys don't have Amazon, you guys are kind of missing out.
Yeah, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, he was in Peter. Is it Peter? Man, his last name.
Peter Cottontail.
It's basically the creator is Ben Edlund, who is the creator of The Tick. He is writing, and we have Griffin Newman, Valerie Curry, Jackie Earle Haley is also in this, and he plays a great terror. And let's see, anybody else pop in? Not that I'm recalling. Oh yes, Danger Boat is played by Alan Tudyk, which I think is great, because Alan Tudyk does some great voices, especially
that was Peter Serafinowicz.
Thank you. That is such a hard last name to read, but I highly recommend that you check it out. Who are those a-holes? Yeah, I mean that's him right there.
Who are those a-holes?
But yeah, check it out if you have Amazon, and if you're thinking of something that we need to check out that we're not, let us know in the comment sections too. I like good recommendations for us to go and check out ourselves.
Well, have you seen The Defenders yet?
I started it, and I'm just like, Iron Fist has left a bad taste in my mouth, and I couldn't go any further. And Ozark really pulled me in, and then The Tick pulled me in, because The Tick is only like 25 minutes long. Oh, okay. So you can just watch. Ozark's about an hour long, and I'm almost done with Ozark. And like I said, I'm going to binge Game of Thrones, and I'm going to move on to probably The Defenders. From my understanding, maybe the first couple of episodes are the best, and then it just gets kind of drawn out, is what I'm hearing from a lot of people. Have you seen it?
I haven't started watching it. I've been trying to finish up other stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get there, but if it's anything like Iron Fist, because, it's great that they poke fun at the Iron Fist, But man, that just was a bad show. So, all right. Well, where can everybody find you, Goody?
Well, you can find me on Instagram under DJ Kilt. You can find me on Twitter at the handle you see here at ChadGriffin12. You can find me on Facebook at Chad Goodwin. And of course, on our website at constantcollectible.com. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, complaints, email Simon. If you have any good things to say, email me at goodygoodwin@constantcollectible.com.
Right on. And of course, I'm Simon. You can find me at Twitter at C_collectible, Instagram, C_collectible, all of our social media sites, of course, and constantcollectible.com. Goody, you got any announcements you want to drop?
Every week, as I do, we have the Art of Cosplay article that we drop once a month. We're still looking for more cosplayers. Susanna, Hannah, and myself will be at Long Beach Comic-Con this weekend, this Saturday coming up. We will be taking lots of pictures. We will be interviewing anyone who's interested in having a cosplay featurette on them on our website. And once again, it is free. So if you cosplay, get a hold of me at goodygoodwin@constantcollectible.com. We'll get the process started. Send us lots of pictures, and we'll feature you on our website. And like I said, it is free, and it's just to get you out there to get more exposure, you could say, for yourself and for us as well. So if you're going to be at Long Beach Comic-Con this weekend, hit us up. We're going to be walking around, talking to people, taking lots of pictures, sitting in panels, and, of course, looking at all the great artwork. So hit us up.
Yeah, and then also you guys have an interview set up with the creator of the Boston Metaphysical Society.
We do.
That we will have here up on the website once that is conducted. And then, of course, one of our new shows that we are doing is the 80s Film Flashback. We are shifting the dates for when that is released. That will be released every other Wednesday, where we review 80s films. This past week, Hannah and I, it was just dropped the other day, we reviewed The Money Pit with Tom Hanks and Shelley Long. This next episode that will air on September 12th is we are sitting down and reviewing Inner Space, starring Dennis Quaid, Martin Short? Martin Short and Meg Ryan. So I am looking forward to that one because once again, it's another movie that Hannah has not seen. We are punishing her with 80s films, which is great. The nice thing is that she actually enjoyed The Money Pit for the first one. Thumbs up from her. Our email, we have a new email. You can email us at feedback@constantcollectible.com. We will be back next week to talk news and reviews in a world of geek culture. And of course, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to all things Constant Collectible to keep you up to date with those news and reviews from the world of geek culture. We thank you for watching, and you guys have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Please hang up and try again.